Hey guys, what's up? So, just finished breakfast. I'm experimenting with making cream of rice waffles. I haven't really perfected the recipe yet, but once I do, I will share it with you. It takes me a little bit to kind of make it to the point where I'm okay with sharing and not being like, oh yeah, this is not exactly done yet, but try it out. So, yeah, just finishing my coffee, doing some client check-ins, trying to stay on task. A little bit behind because I forgot to write some tasks down in my notebook this morning. Usually the night before I'll sit down and write everything I need to do the next day, but I forgot some things. But it's a rest day today from the gym, but I am doing cardio, so I still have that, which is actually nice because it kind of keeps me in my routine. I still go to the gym and I'll do the Stairmaster for 40 minutes today. Otherwise, rest days, I kind of just get lost because there's less structure. There's nothing to really break up my day, going to the gym, stuff like that. So I'm keeping my structure, which should hopefully keep me a little bit more on task and sane. But I will see you in a bit. So while I'm still clean, before I go to the gym, get all sweaty, decided that I'm gonna try on a few things that I recently purchased from a company called YoungLA. I am not young and I am not in LA, but I do have an ass and some thighs, and this seems to be a popular brand among bodybuilders who also have ass and thighs. I have not tried this brand before. I am not an influencer, so I'll tell you if it's shit. Thing is, I'm also short, so a lot of things just don't fit me well in general, or just fit me awkward. So you're about to experience possible awkward fitting clothes, but that's just kind of my normal. You know, now that COVID is over and I've put on some weight, some hopefully muscle weight, not only have I grown out of my clothes, but Carly's enjoying her squeaker toy at the moment, of course, right now. But yeah, so I've grown out of my clothes and I don't have adult clothes. All I have is gym clothes right now because that's the only place I've gone in the past year, legit. So now that I'm getting my second vaccination on the 25th and I'll be a little bit more free to roam about the town and be a little bit more exciting, maybe be a little bit more social, I decided to purchase some big boy clothes, kind of. Alright, so let's do this. We got all the clothes and the tags too. So this is what it's looking like, and this is my outfit in its full complete. First impression, the jeans. I'm still a little short, but they don't look excessively long. They have this little zipper here, so you can kind of easily put your pants on and off, because as you know, skinny jeans can be a little bit of a pain in the ass around the ankles, whatever. These are 32/28. Probably could have gotten a little bit smaller waistband, but I just never know. I will say, I really like, they're really comfortable. They're fitted, but they're not suffocating my junk. I don't like I'm dying. They're very stretchy. You can squat in them, whatever. Gotta get used to these. See, I'm short because these holes are supposed to be over my knees. Definitely almost to my calves. You have to be careful when you're putting these on, not to put your foot through them, because then you tear them up. It shows you how not young LA I am. But the shirt, this is my biggest hold up here with this shirt. It might flatten out more, but what the hell is with the shoulders? Alright, I look like I'm wearing shoulder pads, I feel like. There's something really weird that's going on with the cut. Yeah. It might, once I wash it, it might kind of let up. But it's very strange, I think, how it's cut. I'm not sure. I can update you after I wash it. But generally, I will tell you, a lot of the clothing that I choose is to kind of mitigate dysphoria for myself. And I like these types of shirts that are longer, but also have this cut here, because it kind of makes it feel like it's not gonna get, it makes my hips feel like smaller, or just to me, whatever, or it doesn't get caught up on my hips, and then they're longer, so it kind of just like covers the hip area, because skinny jeans can sometimes accentuate having wider hips, and that was my first kind of like worry with these, but there's not really anything you can really do, you know, it is what it is. The thing is that they fit nicely, so obviously there's some guys out there also with a little bit wider hips, so overall I would give it a thumbs up. The shirt, I'm not sure, also I'm not usually a blue color type person. You see, what is that? What is that? Blue's not really my thing, but they're sold out of every other color, so blue it was. I just wanted to try it. Usually, like, all my clothes are like black and gray and brown and all colors that aren't very bright, unless someone buys them for me, like the green shirt I was wearing previously was a gift. But it made me branch out. So anyways, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I would definitely recommend the pants though. If you like some stretch, if you have some button thighs, time to go to the gym. Time for meal number 2, which is 6 ounces of chicken and 100 grams of rice. Food is lower right now because trying to get my hunger level up, which is also why I'm doing like prep levels of cardio right now. So yeah, got the chicken warming up, it's already cooked off. Just gonna add my 100 grams of rice, kind of mix it up together. Gotta smash up this rice. The whole lots of cardio and less carbs thing is definitely working. Pretty hungry right now, and I woke up hungry, which hasn't been a thing for a bit. So hey, cool, maybe I can actually start to be able to eat more food again, because I crashed pretty hard. I'll go over that in a bit, but I'm gonna finish this so my food doesn't burn. Yeah. Alright, so there it is in all its glory. And I'm going to disappear into work for a while. I did want to show you, I got a new like workbench setup. It looks fancier than it is. I bought this back pro for my brother. It looks like a little trash can back here on my desk. That is not a trash can, it is a computer. Dad gifted me this screen for my birthday, and then this is the one I just got, so I have 2 screens. Biggest thing is that this desk isn't very deep, so like I'm trying to figure out how to like have the proper setup and not just like break my neck all day long. But 2 screens is kind of a life changer. As far as work goes, just so much more space, and I'm not like having to switch out. Essentially I just had like 80 windows open all at once, so I could like check client emails and then like check profiles and then just like check YouTube or just like check all of these different things with a bazillion different windows for no reason. But yeah, I'm going to disappear into work client check-ins today, so it's gonna take me a few hours. So I'll probably see you at the next meal. Am I even showing you everything I'm eating today? I didn't mean to like, I mean, I guess that's just what I do, right? I think I just fall into the habit of showing you everything I eat, even though it's the same thing. So, see you at the next meal. So this is meal 3, just turkey, and then sweet potato and peanut butter. But I'm gonna show you how I measure out my peanut butter so that it's accurate and that I'm not overeating it. So for anyone who is starting out to weigh their food, pro tip, this is how you weigh out your peanut butter. Or any clients who don't know this trick, pay attention so you know how to weigh out your peanut butter. What you want to do, whoa, is not break your camera, okay. So you want to put your peanut butter, your whole thing of peanut butter on the scale, and you want to hit the tare button. So now it's at 0. So I need to eat 55 grams of peanut butter. So I'm going to scoop out the peanut butter until I hit 55 grams. 45. 54, close enough. So when you do it this way, it takes into account anything that's left on the spoon. So that's already accounted for. So you can go ahead and lick the spoon all you want. But normally people tend to do it backwards. So they'll put the sweet potato on here, and then they'll scoop the peanut butter into here. But then that's not taking into account what's on the spoon, and peanut butter is pretty high in calories, so it adds up. I know it's nice to be able to just like lick the spoon and pretend the calories don't count when you do it that way, but unfortunately they do. So if you're like, damn, I'm tracking my food, I'm hitting my calories, but I'm not losing weight, what is happening? Check how accurate your tracking is. A lot of the times we're just not being as mindful or as accurate as we think we are. It's just kind of human nature. That's what we do. We're really good at lying to ourselves, guys. Like, it's legit. If I wasn't careful, I would be doing the same thing too. So yeah, just be careful, be accurate, and I'm gonna go back to work now. See you in a bit. It's been many hours later. I just finished therapy, so I am emotionally drained, but I still have some check-ins to get to. But I have to do meal number 4 first, which is dinner. Just have some frozen vegetables here. I have come a long way since culinary school. Frozen is just as nutritious as fresh. It's just not as fancy. Don't forget to buy my cookbook. So I'm just gonna cook up some of these vegetables. I'll turn the burner on first. Just a little bit of salt, and then some garlic powder. Gourmet here. 2 years well spent at culinary school with some frozen vegetables and garlic powder. Everything I was ever against. But this is what happens when you work in kitchens for too long, and then you just get burned out. And you're like, fuck it. Any way I can get it in my mouth. That's what she said. So, then I'm just going to add the rice into the pan with the vegetables after this cooks up. Then I got my shredded chicken, which also looks like 5-star restaurant grade shredded chicken. And that's my meal 4. I'll show you the finished product and, you know, all that shit. So here's the final product. Still kind of looks like shit, but it is what it is. Culinary school graduate. But I will say, I did make waffles out of cream of rice and eggs, so I mean, it's not a total lost cause. Putting myself into debt and taking out student loans was totally worth the cream of rice waffles. Do you know today is actually my wedding anniversary? So May 17th is the day that I got married 13 years ago. Probably never going to forget it, but I did get the closest I ever have come to forgetting it this year. So that's progress. Yesterday is actually the anniversary that I left to go to culinary school. So obviously, I did real good at both of those things. Just kidding. Neither the marriage nor the cooking career worked out very well. But I can still cook a mean chicken and rice and continue to be a meathead and just work out. But I'll talk a little bit more about that after dinner. I've got some feelings still surrounding this day, but just take this from it. It's okay to fail. Marriage it's okay to like go a different direction career-wise. I think people are so terrified to try out different things because they're like, once I start this, I'm stuck in this forever. But obviously, that's not the case. I still do incorporate cooking into my current career, and I love to teach people how to like cook easy food that, you know, will help hit your macros or just in general isn't overwhelming and stuff like that. So if you're easily overwhelmed, this is a dish for you. But I'm gonna eat this and stop rambling again. I will see you at the next meal. This is meal 5, which is going to be my last meal of the night, and that is Rice Krispies, almond milk with protein powder, chocolate protein powder, and then 60 grams of peanut butter, which it's a little weird, but my morning peanut butter got moved to my evening peanut butter because in the morning, having that much peanut butter, it was just keeping me full for too long. So it's actually been really helpful to move that dose of peanut butter down later in the day because fat is pretty satisfying. And so it just kind of like made me feel full for a little bit too long. I just needed to be hungrier for the rest of the day. So eventually I will be getting a 6th meal in here, but haven't quite reached the hunger level where I'm like, yeah, 6th meal, no problem. I can get it down. I have a feeling though, with a few more days, a 40-minute cardio and peanut butter switcheroo and less carbs, that I'll probably be filling up to getting down that 6th meal. My 6th meal is 4 eggs and I think it's 150 grams of hash browns. So it's not a small meal. So I definitely have to be like, all right, I'm really hungry. So we'll see how the next few days go. But I'm gonna end the video here, and pertaining to my wedding anniversary, I think the thoughts this year, it was less of like, damn, you know, I think I'm just done being like beating myself up for having done that in the first place. I think for so long I just I felt so dumb for thinking that was like the only way for me to go, as if I had no free will to, you know, not get married and all that stuff. But I just didn't know any better, you know, brainwashing at its finest, I guess you could say. I went to Christian school. I went to church every Sunday. Essentially, I didn't really have a chance, you know. I think it might be a little different if I had gone to a public school and had a little bit of exposure elsewhere, like to the secular world. I mean, I guess for some that just means I would have become a heathen a lot quicker. But I just had no exposure to anything else. It was just kind of like my own bubble, and I'm done beating myself up over it, and I was just doing the best thing. I was just doing the best I could at the time, and there's just like other reasonings behind why I did that particularly, but it doesn't really matter anymore. And you know, religious trauma is real. Purity culture, saving yourself for marriage, and just being so young and not really know what the hell you're doing or who you are. I think everyone goes through that part in life. Unfortunately, I just happened to get married at that time too, but I know I'm not alone. I just happened to have this, you know, a little bit of a strange outcome. I wonder if it's as weird for him as it is for me sometimes to think about. Probably. But yeah, sometimes you do stupid shit in life, but the only thing that matters is that at some point you figure out who you are and you just move forward in life just feeling secure in that. I think even this whole YouTube channel, like, it's just evolved into something that man, you know, I started this YouTube channel for documenting my transition, and then I had this one video that kind of went viral, and it just happened to be the arm unwrapping, and that's probably a whole another topic on its own. And sometimes I don't know where to go with my channel because I'm like, yo, the people who came to see your disgusting arm being unwrapped for the first time. That's where all your subscribers came from, and now you're eating Rice Krispies with peanut butter. So I don't know if they're gonna stick around much anymore, but just like I got married for other people, I'm not gonna make content for other people. Just kidding. I care about you guys. That's not what I'm saying. I appreciate you watching. If you came from my arm video and you're watching me eat Rice Krispies with peanut butter, it's probably just equally as disgusting. Less expensive though. So I'm gonna finish this up, and then hopefully you join me for the next video. If you have any comments, questions, leave them down below. Peace out. I'll see you next time.